Hey y'all, good afternoon and welcome back to the Pageant Podcast. My name is Charlotte Lange and as always, I am your host and I'm so glad you decided to tune in today to watch another episode. Okay, before I get into it, I'm going to give a quick little life update because this week has been so chaotic. So the bun is bunning today because I'm so tired. So first off, this weekend I got to go on the field at the University of Iowa. Literally a dream. It was so amazing. I am so lucky that I was able to experience this, and I'm so thankful for pageants for being able to lift me up in this way and get me to this opportunity. And then also yesterday, became a Chi-O. Go Chi-O. I am so happy. Yesterday was bid day for sororities at the University of Iowa, and I just had the most amazing time. My sisters are already so incredibly supportive of my journey in pageantry, and I just got so lucky, guys. I got so lucky. So today is going to be another 101 video, so it's not going to be too terribly long. However, what I'm going to talk about today is formal wear. Formal wear, also known as gown, is a very consistent area of competition. Basically, every single pageant has formal wear or gown. Literally every single one. That is why it is so important to know the basics and know what formal wear is. What are they judging? What are they looking for? Okay, so let's get into it. What is formal wear? Formal wear basically is walking on stage in a gown of your choosing, so you get to pick whatever gown you think. Usually there is a requirement that it is floor length. However, some pageants do not have this requirement. And what you do is you walk in a specific pattern most of the time that is given to you by that competition, that organization. They tell you, you're going to stop here, you're going to stop here, you're going to stop here. Or you're going to walk in a circle here, you're going to do this. And from that, you then try to make it your own, or maybe you just do the format you're given and you are walking on stage while doing that format. So, what is a gown? What is a gown? Let's talk about it. So normally it's a floor-length dress. When you're younger, these dresses are usually a little bit more poofy. You're talking a ball gown. When you're older, they might get a little bit slimmer. You might see like a more mermaid style to show off that figure. It really differs based on age and based on your personality, because a gown can literally be any color. You could wear a black gown, a white gown, pink, purple, orange, chartreuse. Literally any color you can think of can be a gown. You can also think about different fabrics. Is it chiffon? Is it velvet? What is the material looking like? Do you have rhinestones? Because if it's me, I have about 1 million rhinestones on my gown. But gown is really fun because it's completely customizable. Whatever you want your gown to look like, it can look like that. However, what I always like to say is your gown should never outshine you. If people are looking more at your gown, then they're looking at you and they recognize your gown more than they recognize you and your personality, you're doing something wrong. Your gown should showcase you in your truest form. It should reflect your personality and yourself, and it should make people wonder more about you. For the gown walk, I always say, add your personality. However, don't make the judges bored. You want to be on stage as much as you can without making the judges think, okay, all right, maybe it's time to move on. You want to meet right in the middle there. Find your area where you showcase the right amount of time without overshining, and overshining is not the right word because you can never overshine, without kind of covering up the other contestants and spending more time than you need to on the stage. It's like me with talking. I love to talk. I think it's so important that I talk. However, sometimes I have an issue with rambling. Basically, what you don't want to do is ramble, but in stage format. Gown is very slow and steady wins the race. So you are not sprinting across the stage in gown. I would say it's a fitness walk. Now take it down like half a step. So fitness is like very like this. Gown is a little bit more like this, a little bit more slow-mo, a little bit more I walk alone, if you know what I'm talking about. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit sleep deprived filming this episode. As I said, the week has been chaotic. However, now it's time to get into gown scoring. What are they scoring you on? First off, they will be scoring on you based on how you look in the gown, but it's more about, does the gown showcase your personality? Like I said earlier, does the gown outshine you, or do you make the gown beautiful? The big thing they're going to be judging you on is how do you walk in the gown, because they're giving you a walking pattern. Are you fulfilling that walking pattern, and are you showcasing yourself? Are you walking correctly? Do you look polished and confident? They're also going to be judging you on this, not the makeup, the facials. You want to make sure you radiate that positive glow, how you feel on stage. And this should be something that comes pretty naturally. I know when I'm on stage and I see my supporters in the audience and the judges, and I just feel so happy, I just smile, and it just is who I am. However, when you get older, sometimes they want you to be a little bit more sultry, so you might have to bring in a little bit more sass. But me personally, I'm a big smiler. I like to radiate the glow that I'm feeling while I'm on the stage. Gown may seem very simple, but in reality, it's hard. You need to know how to walk in your heels, how to walk in your dress, and how long to walk on stage. Am I walking too slow? Am I walking too fast? Is this pose being held for too long, because you're supposed to hold it for 4 to 6 seconds? Maybe you're holding it for 2 seconds. Maybe you're holding it for 8 seconds. For formal wear, a lot of times girls have coaches that they ask these questions to. They say, am I walking too slow? They ask about their facials, they ask about their performance, and overall, are they captivating the judges? They want to know. I love formal wear. I love seeing everybody's different gowns. I feel like every single time I'm at a formal wear competition, I see a gown I've literally never seen in my life before, which is crazy because I'm always looking at gowns. And so when I see a gown I haven't seen, I'm like, girl, where did you get that? Where did that come from? Amazing. It looks beautiful. I love gown also because I think it's a great way to showcase girls in their truest form, their happiest form. They get to dress up. They get to be that princess that they always wanted to be when they were a little girl. And so when you're able to do that, it's such a magical moment, not only to watch, but when you're actually doing it, it just feels so magical. Hey guys, that's it. I know this is a relatively shorter episode. Again, the length of the episodes also depends on how busy I am, and right now it's midterm season. I have a midterm tonight at 6:30, so wish me good luck. But without further ado, this is the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Please like and subscribe, follow me on my social media platforms, and tune in on Thursday for the next episode. Bye guys!